Hello Year 12, this is our first Just Maths video for you. There's just a bit of confusion about how to do trapezoidal or Simpsons rules, so I just want to go through a couple of things with you about how this works. So, firstly, if we have a look at this sheet here, so either you were going to get a few different things here. You are either going to get a function like this, which tells you that you're going to use 5 function values. You could also get a table of values, t and v, or any other variable, which already gives you the function values as well as their values. Or you'll get some kind of practical application like this one here, like the area of a pond or the area of a garden, and you'll have to go from there. The first thing you need to do is to work out the height. So when you get given the table of values, that is definitely the easiest one because it's pretty obvious. It's the distance between each function value. So the height here is a half. When you've got like a practical application one like this one here, you get given 2 meters as the total distance, and you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strips. All 4 of those need to be equal for this to work. So you're just saying 2 divided by 4 and you get your height equal to a half. Now the other way, the bit where people get confused is when you've got a function like this and they give you 5 function values and you need to work out what the height is. There is a little formula which you can use where you say b minus a, so the last minus the first, divided by n, where n is the strips. So if you've got 5 function values, that would mean you would have 4 strips. So it would be 2 minus 0 over 4, which gives us our height of a half. Okay, essentially the height is the distance between each function value. Okay, so once you've got the height, it doesn't matter which form you got the question given into to you, all of them lead down here. I would absolutely be using a table of values for each of them. And then once I've written out my table of values nicely so I can see them, I would also label each function value here. So y0, y1, y2, y3, and y4. So far, this has been the same process for Simpsons rule or for trapezoidal rule. Here comes the difference. Now, if it is trapezoidal rule, you're going to go over this way, and it's going to be the height divided by 2, first plus the last, 2 times the rest. This is the generalized form for it, and it will work every time. So don't worry about anything that says applications, just pay attention to this. You know your height is a half, you put that in. You have labeled your function values, y0, y4. Okay, have a look up here. y0, y4. You also then have 2 times the rest. So it's just literally 2 times the rest of them. Okay, put that all together and you get for your trapezoidal rule 9.25. The other option then is that you use Simpsons rule. Again, this is going to be the generalized formula for it. Okay, h over 3, first plus the last, 2 times the evens, 4 times the odds. Your height is the same, it's 1/2, it's the distance between each function value, divided by 3. We then take the first, y0, the last, y4, plus 2 times the evens, evens meaning even function value, so y2, 2 is even, plus 4 times the odds, y1 plus y3, where 1 and 3 are odd. Then you just put it together into your formula, substitute your values in, and you get your value 9. Both of these are approximations, so they're slightly different in your answers. But that is essentially the overview summary of how to use either trapezoidal or Simpsons rule. Please let me know if you have any more questions.